Om. Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanna Dhyayet Sarva Vighnopashantaye Agajanana Padmarkam Gajanana Maharnisham Anekadam Tam Bhaktanam Ekadantam Upasmahe Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Ayagrivam Upasmahe Krishnam Kamalapatraksham Punyasravana Kirtanam Vasudevam Jagadyonim Naumi Narayanam Harim Namostute Vyasa Vishala Buddhe Fullaravindayata Patranetra Yena Tvaya Bharata Taila Purnaha Prajvalito Gnanamaya Pradipaha Prajvalito Gnanamaya Pradipaha Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanura Mardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Sri Vyasaya Vishnurupaya Vyasarupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahmanidhaye Vasisthaya Namo Namaha Vasisthaya Namo Namaha. So we are again on the parallel of learning some more wisdom from Vidura, most important and wise man among the characters of Mahabharata. In spite of such characters like Vidura, Bhishmacharya, Drona, and all these people, Dharma could not be shining. And because the ruler happened to be adharmic, and though the ruler's father also dharmic, and they don't mind to be violating the Dharma, to be personal and egoistic. And therefore, the whole problem is very much serious. And well, of course, Dharmaraja and his brothers, they are very, very good. They have obeyed the rules. They were sincere to their elders, acharyas, gurus, etc. Now, actually, Dhritarashtra is a wise man. He is a learned man. He is a divine personality. But that gets clouded because of the influences, circumstances, and also the compulsions. So that's why, as Valmiki Maharshi says, Vidhi kila vidhanam anugacchati. Vidhi kila vidhanam anugacchati. See, vidhi is not anywhere prescribed, but the vidhi comes into operative way according as the vidhanam, the technology or the method, how you are able to manipulate and use our sadhana mele sampatirte sadhana. That's why it is called sadhana sampat. Sadhanam is a tool, and the tool is the wealth that we have got. So sadhanam, sadhya, siddhi, etc. These are all important things. So we know that the emergency cropped up in the mind of Dhritarashtra when Pandavas have returned, completing their Vanavasam. And Dharmaraja is so ethical and respectful for the elders, he wanted formal approval from Dhritarashtra, his uncle, before they go and occupy their share of land and other things. That is the culture which we learn from Dharmaraja. So when time lag happened, but it has to be renewed or refreshed as a formality. So Dharmaraja told Sanjaya that he went to communicate the opinion of Dhritarashtra. That's why we have Rayabharams or these envoys. Sanjaya Rayabharam is there. Krishna Rayabharam is there. That is trying to bring the royal news and also decisions, etc., to the relevant persons who are connected to this. So Sanjaya went and brought the news from Dharmaraja that they are not able to budge because the proposal was, as we have been repeating, Sanjaya was asked to go and inform that Dharmaraja is not ready for the proposal he made. What is the proposal? You have Dharmaraja and brothers, you have used to live in forest for such a long time, 12 plus 1 years, then it is not difficult for you to go to forest. So you continue, go again and spend same time back, and then we shall see. This is a cruel proposition which a father like uncle proposing to that small children. Actually, Dhritarashtra, that son Vidura told, you be happy here with your with your 108 105 children, sons and their families and all that. So now let us come to the Vidhuraneethi. There are 500 slokas divided into 8 chapters in the Vidhuraneethi, and this kind of opportunity has been provided. It is being recorded and sent into YouTube also to people, especially the executives who have some responsibility to discharge and who have some opportunity to hold on with certain administrative responsibilities and so on. So this particular Vidura will be useful because it's a Niti Shastra. And what is Niti? Niti is referring to the Atma Bodha. Trying to have Atma Bodha or Atma Jnana or Atma Anveshana or all that connected to yourself. Because under the Atma Jnana, we are all told about the Adhyatma Jnana. So Adhyatma Jnana is very important. So that's why we are fond of this one, that Vidura would try to make our eyes open. Now, because this is a long historical story, Vidura Guru Susrushaya Jnanam Shantam Tyagena Vindati. See, the question is Bhayam and Tyaga, Bhayam and Shanti. So these are the linkage words. See, if you must drop down the fear, and drop the fear, you get the knowledge. And that, I mean, you get this. And that peace again is established only by virtue of Tyaga. Look here, the sequence. Fear is dispelled by self-knowledge. And also tapasa, by adapting to the austerities. And mahatvindate, then you will be able to win whatever is great, whatever is valuable, whatever is palatable, whatever is enjoyable, whatever is safe. But, and also Guru Susrushaya Jnanam. But of course, you are able to put out because of your self-knowledge, Atma Jnana and Tapas, the Bhayam you are able to drive away. How do you drive away your fear? Your fear can be driven away by virtue of your hard work, by virtue of dropping down the fear with the intelligence you have been given. Because man is an intelligent animal, and the animals are instinct guided animal creatures. So instinct man also has got, but he can always overcome the instinct by virtue of their intelligence. But the bees don't have the scope, and therefore here Vidura, being a very wise learned man, a minister, says that pranudati, kim pranudati, bhayam, buddhi, intelligence. Tapasa pranudati bhayam. Also with the tapas or hard work, you will be able to get rid of the fear. Without working, if you are simply waiting for something to happen, it will not happen. For example, it is said lion. Unless lion gets out of the den for sake of food, it will no animal will go to the den and say, I'm your food, eat. Suptasya mrugasya guhe na pravisanti mrugaha is Bhartruhari. When a lion is sleeping, then no animals will go up to the guha of the lion and be victim for food. Therefore, if at all you want to become great, and if you want to become important to all people, you have to make Guru Susrusha. You have to attend some pravachanas, because all knowledge is not possible for us to get through books only, because we don't have time. Every book might contain so many pages, so many topics, so many things, but everybody is hard pressed for time. But if you go to a guru, guru is a library of knowledge. Guru is a repository of knowledge, and he has done your work. So if you go to him and sit before his feet, then or serve him, that guru will be able to instill upadeshas, gnanam into you. When you get the gnanam, tyaga is also automatic. And when once you get the tyaga, the sense of resignation, the sense of rejection, and also vairagyam, then you are getting the peace of mind. So peace is gained by self-restraint. So nimmali self-restraint is important. Next verse 51 I am reading. Anasritaha dana punyam veda punyam anasritaha ragadvesha vinirmuktaha vicharanti iha mokshinaha. So mokshinaha, that is those who are desirous of the emancipation or salvation, so they cannot get through all these things. They have to be relieved and be aware of that. What are those things? One, you should, having acquired the merit attainable by gifts or attained by practicing the ritual of the Vedas, or and also going through your life and freed from anger and aversion, you will get anasritaha. That is, by you must have the asrita means taking resort, and anasritaha means not taking resort in the act of gifting away. Danam chevali. Danam చేయకుండా పోతే పుణ్యం రాదు. So that is what dhanam is, a matter of tyagam. And again, that is called jnana punyam. And if at all you are not able to get punyam, if you are simply perplexed and covered up by the raga and dvesha, attachment, love, and also hatred or the asuya, then you will not be able to progress. Therefore, those people who are widowed from raga and dvesha, and those people who do some kind of punyam. And that punyam will be through any forum. By just giving gifts to others, and you have to get punyam is the merit. So then only you will be getting the scope to get moksha. Moksha is the freedom, relief. So we have been going through these stages. That is, we cannot continue to do one work only for a long time. You have to keep changing. When we go to school, there is not only one subject whole day, especially our age only. So there will be four or five subjects of a duration of 1 hour. So thereby your mind also gets oriented and likes to have it. And so you get attach, detach, so that you will be able to get all that. So the raga and dvesha are the two important feelings or emotions which will make people not to do any kind of punyam at all. See, రాగాన్ని ద్వేషాన్ని దూరం చేసుకుంటే కానీ మనకు పుణ్యం చేయడానికి బుద్ధి పుట్టదు. వాడికి ఎందుకు ఇవ్వాలి, వాడిని ఎందుకు పిలిచాలి, వాడికి ఎందుకు అన్నం పెట్టాలి అనేటువంటి ఆలోచనలోనే ఉంటాం. కానీ లేదు, వాడికి పెట్టాలి, ఇంకోని పిలిచాలి, ఈ వస్తువు ఇవ్వాలి అండ్ తీర్థయాత్ర చేయాలి, ఇలాంటి కొన్ని పాజిటివ్ భావనలు పెట్టుకుంటే అప్పుడు కొంచెం రిలీఫ్ ఉంటుంది. లేదు, పాపకర్మలే చేసుకుంటూ నేను ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಗೊಂಬೆ ಅಂತ ಕೂತಿದ್ರೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಗೊಂಬೆನೂ ಏನು ಮಾಡಲ್ಲ, ಗೊಂಬೆ ಹೊಟ್ಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿದುರ ಈಸ್ ಟೆಲ್ಲಿಂಗ್, ಅಯ್ಯ, ರಾಗ ದ್ವೇಷ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಡು. ರಾಗ ಈಸ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ದಿ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ದುರ್ಯೋಧನ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದ್ವೇಷ ಅಪಾನ್ ದಿ ಧರ್ಮರಾಜ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ ಅವರು. ಸೊ ಯುವರ್ ಓನ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ಆರ್ ದುರ್ಯೋಧನ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ so why don't you be of equipoised mind, have that kind of balance between these two people? They are your children, if not. So brother's children or your children, no matter, because you belong to this, you are the children of same parents. Ano bhavana ಬರಬೇಕು. ಬಂದರೆ that is what we got, because we are always subjecting ourselves to fear because of the raga and dvesha. Raga, dvesha, these two are absolutely occupying our mind. So we are all unhappy. I am reading the 52nd slokam. Swardhatasya suyuddhasya sukrutasya cha karmanaha tapasasya tapasasya sutaptasya tasyante sukhamethate. So what are the sources wherefrom you are able to obtain sukham? Comfort to happiness, so all these things will come to you. No doubt it is temporary. Because our Shankaracharya said, Janma dukkham, jana dukkham, and jara dukkham, jaya dukkham, yad dukkham, dukkhamevacha, tasmat jagrata jagrata. So all these things are dukkha. So this got janma, jara. Therefore here, but we cannot completely be in the pool of dukkham, because in Ramayana, Valmiki also says, eti jivantam anando naram varshasatadapi. If anybody is living continuously for a long time, he will definitely smile. He will definitely get some cloud of happiness. So this is the optimistic sense all our Vedic texts would promote. That's exactly what we call Atma Gnanam, Atma Anveshana, and Atma Paryavekshana, and Atma Great. So here in this sloka, Vidura is telling, how can you enhance your sukham? See, sukham edhate. You can always increase happiness at the end. How? One, swadhitasya, that is swadhyaya. You should read such books and such knowledge or acquire such knowledge that will give you satisfaction. ಅಮ್ಮಯ್ಯ ಇವತ್ತು ರಾಜಗೋಪಾಲಾಚಾರ್ ಬರೆದಿರುವ ರಾಮಾಯಣ ಓದೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಆಯಿತು. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ರಿಲೀಫ್. Because you may not be able to know Sanskrit, you may not be able to read the Sanskrit written Valmiki Ramayanam or even Tulsidas Ramayanam directly from the text. You may not know Hindi, you may not know Sanskritam, but you know other language which your mother tongue. Therefore, there are books also in our mother tongue. If you read them, you will definitely get some kind of relief and knowledge. And again, suyudhasya. And our second point is, from a judicious course of a battle, you have to dharma yuddham cheyali. Adharma yuddham cheste problems vastayi. For example, therefore, illi judicious you have to have a battle fought virtuously. Dharma baddhanga cheyali. So, in Mahabharata itself, there are instances where there is dharma baddhatvam in the war and also dharma deviation baddhatvam in the war. But war ultimately has provided peace to the dharma. Krishna is peaceful when he was able to see through the war and see the end at the ultimately, having finished all adharmic people, because Krishna avatar tattva is to eliminate the virulent adharmic people, and establish only dharmic people. And that kind of mission Krishna was able to fulfill. And he tried to teach, though he doesn't want to be harmful or cruel towards those who are adharmins, but he has been giving opportunities. You know, for example, in the Krishna Rayabaram, Krishna showed his Vishwarupam, and nobody understood that. Even Dhritarashtra also could not be repaired, or he could not be mended. He went back to his own original nature. Therefore, when a battle is virtuously fought, that will have a great effect. And again, another point is here that sukrutasya karmanaha, that you have to be ascetic in austerities performed rigidly. Sandhya vandanam, agni karyam, devatarchana, danakaranam, and tirthayatra. Well, these are all some of the, or paropakaram, nijekshana. Well, there are many items which have been told. And if you are adopting to the ascetic austerities, then also you will have a shanti. And so, tapasascha and also sutaptascha tapasaha. See, tapas ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಕೂಡ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. That is, you must have manonigraham. You must have time allotment. It doesn't matter how long you do penance. Gayatri japa ಮಾಡುವಾಗ at least 8 times Gayatri itself is a good gain. Or 800 times Gayatri is again a good gain. 8 lakh time doing Gayatri is also good gain. So one couple came to me and asked, "Sir, ನಮ್ಮ ಹುಡುಗನಿಗೆ ಉಪನಯನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಅವ್ರ ತಂದೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಗಾಯತ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಈಸ್ ಎ ವೆರಿ ಬ್ಯುಸಿ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್" ಅಂತ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಿದರು. ಆರ್ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಹುಡುಗನಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು, ಸಂಧ್ಯಾ ವಂದನ ಅದೇ ಉಪನಯನ ಸಂಸ್ಕಾರ ಅವ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟ ಮೇಲೆ ಗಾಯತ್ರಿ ಉಪದೇಶ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ದಿ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮೋಪದೇಶ. ಗಾಯತ್ರಿ ಇಸ್ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮ. ಆ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಉಪದೇಶ ಮಾಡುವ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಧಿಯೋ ಯೋನ ಪ್ರಚೋದಯಾತ್ ಅಂತ. ಆಲ್ ಅವರ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಸ್ಟೈಲ್ಸ್ depending upon. So that is an experience to each and everybody in the world. If you are intelligent, you are able to get 99.99 marks or even 100 marks. If you are not intelligent and prepared and all that, you will not be able to get anything. So, abuddhiyo yo na prachodayat. Here also, our Vidura is telling that sutaptasya tapasaha ante sukhamethate. When you do your tapas in an orderly manner, at least do tapas. Kuru karma. That's what Krishna in Bhagavad Gita is hammering the head of Arjuna. What yogi bhava Arjuna. Kuru karma. Karmanyeva karma phala heturbhu. ಮಾತೆ ಅಸ್ತು ಅಕರ್ಮಣಿ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡಿ ವಿದುರ ನೀತಿ ಎವ್ರಿ ಸಾಟರ್ಡೇ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅವರ್ ಕರಣಂ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದಟ್ ಅದರ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ದಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ರಾಮ ಶರ್ಮಾ. ಸೊ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಟುಕ್ ಅಪ್ we have been going on as far as possible, as per the convenience, but we are not given the break for that, and it will continue for more times. That's exactly what is called sutaptasya tapasaha and sukrutasya karmanaha sukhamedhate ante. This is what we can apply to the present course that we are all learning. But you are able to get plenitude of knowledge, plenitude of wisdom, if you are attaching yourself occasionally also. My professor, Dr. B.R. Modak, told me, you let us be in touch occasionally. And every day you can't write letters, nor talk to them, but occasionally you be in touch so that what you have got to do. That kind of touch is important. You know, there is a small creeper. That creeper name is itself called as touch me not. See, as long as you are only looking at it, then it will look beautiful to you on the ground. But if you become anxious to touch it, it will just contract, and that look is different. So ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಸರನ್ನೇ ಟಚ್ ಮಿ ನಾಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಈ ಅಸತ್ಯಮು and adharmamu and also and all these other things, if you are touching, they're all not good. So that's why if you want to increase the happiness or intelligence, you have to adopt. Now we have got the 53rd mantra. Swastirnani sayanani prapannaha न स्त्रीषु राजन् अतिमाप्नुवन्ति रतिमाप्नुवन्ति न ಮಾಗಧೈಃ ಸ್ತೂಯಮಾನ ನ ಸೂತೈಃ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ವಂಡರ್ಫುಲ್ ಸಜೆಷನ್ ಟು ಆಲ್ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಂತಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು, we don't use shanti at all. That also Vidura is trying to tell us. ಯಾವುದು ಶಾಂತಿ, ಯಾವುದು ಅಶಾಂತಿ. ಕಿಂ ಶಾಂತಿ, ಕಿಂ ಅಶಾಂತಿ, ಕಿಂ ಧರ್ಮಂ, ಕಿಂ ಅಧರ್ಮಂ ಅಂತ ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನಮಗೆ. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ಇಲ್ಲೇನು ಸಿ ಸ್ವಾಸ್ತೀರ್ಣಾನಿ ಶಯನಾನಿ ಪ್ರಪನ್ನಾಃ ಅಂಡ್ ಭಿನ್ನಾಃ ಜಾತು ನಿದ್ರಾ ಲಭಂತೆ ನ ಸ್ತ್ರೀಷು ರಾಜನ್ ರತಿಮಾಪ್ನುವಂತಿ ನ ಮಾಗಧೈಃ ಸ್ತೂಯಮಾನಾಃ. So there are no longer in peace. These people are not in peace who are always thinking of their relatives, who are always fretting for their relatives. No relative will continue to be affectionate to you constantly. So they are only incidental contacts. And also, supposing Sayanani Prapannani. So, Navai Bhinna Jatu Nidram Labhante. Supposing you don't get sleep, even if you have taken a well-made beds, wonderful lage Kurlon mattress, there are Dunlop mattresses, ಹತ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿದ mattresses, and otherwise it's called ಹಂಸತೂಲಿಕಾ ತಲ್ಪಮು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ತೂಲಿಕಾ ಅಂದರೆ ಕಾಟನ್, ಹಂಸ ಅಂದರೆ ವೈಟ್ ಕಾಟನ್, ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಈಜಿಪ್ಷಿಯನ್ ಕಾಟನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ದಿ ಈಜಿಪ್ಷಿಯನ್ ಕಾಟನ್ ಅಥವಾ ಅಂಥ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಟಾಪ್ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಕಾಟನಿಂದ ಮಾಡಿರುವ ಮ್ಯಾಟ್ರಸ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಮಲಗಿದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಶ್ಯೂರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಲೀಪಿಂಗ್ whenever you take a recourse to well-made beds. And secondly, O king, you can never derive from women at all. Nastrishu rajan ratimapnuyanti. Because women have betrayal quality. They will never remain constantly attached. They are always fickle. Srinam manaha chanchalam. Chanchali becomes a dushta. So women can become dushtas and so on. Therefore, strishu, you understand, to adopt, to think of many women. Because wife, of course, is one. One woman is only wife. But supposing you want to derive pleasure from women, you will not be peaceful at all. But bharya dadati. Bharya is in 8 manners, she will help you. That's why Ekapatni Vratam is recommended in our Vedic texts. If you have got Bahubharya, polygamy, the man is not happy. Bahubharyatvena dukkham jayate. See, when you have too many wives, there is only dukkham. And that is to say, to have more wives is a kind of passion like Ravanasura. Though he has got very beautiful, drawn from various lokas even. Nagakanyas are there, Yakshakanyas are there, Kinnarakanyas are there. ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಸ್ತ್ರೀವನಂ ರಾಕ್ಷಸಸ್ಯ ತತು ಅಂತ ಸುಂದರಕಾಂಡದಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಲ್ಮೀಕಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿ ಹನುಮಾನ್, ಆಂಜನೇಯ, so he was not able to locate Sita Devi in the forest of women that were there in the bed chambers of Ravana. So here the women, you cannot derive any pleasure from women. And again, there are these Bhagadas, the singers who keep on praising you. Those who praise you are not your friends. But those who point out any mistake in you, they are your gurus. Unless a guru, nobody will try to point out your follies or mistakes and corrections. Therefore, here, what is that can give you peace? Your own self-study, you fighting in the war in a righteous manner, and you doing the work in a righteous way, and you doing the penance in a rightful manner, then only you can hope for peace. ಅಬ್ಬಯ್ಯ, ಇವತ್ತು ಸಂಧ್ಯಾ ವಂದನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಇವತ್ತು ದೇವಕಾರ್ಯ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಇವತ್ತು ಚೈತ್ರ ಶುದ್ಧ ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮಾ. This is the day when we started Saundarya Lahari Havanam some 23 years back in our Nadaveda Dhyana Kendra. And fortunately, Amma is so great to bless any and everybody that she is completely live. Every third Sunday, 11 o'clock or so, she will be live in the venue wherever it is being conducted. So, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ ಲಹರಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಚೈತ್ರ ಶುದ್ಧ ಪೂರ್ಣಿಮಾ, and this is the day when we started the home. And even on the same day also, the guru of that B.S. Krishnan, he came and he also helped, conducted this Havanam in the Nadaveda Dhyana Kendra long years back. And you know, that is what that will give us peace. And that is life. And that's why Nastri issue, he says that. And another one is Navai, I'm talking about the 54th stanza. You please remember where we stopped today. And because you may not again and again ask me that we have only short time, 2 minutes. So this one I do and then come to completion because our Karanam is very busy after 40 minutes on Saturdays. Probably he has taken a diversion from the work. So let us know. It's a 40 minutes. Vidhuraneethi is good enough for us. But if he tries to get more time for this, it's good gain. Anyway, it is up to him. Navai bhinna jatu charanti dharmam navai sukham prapnuvanti ha bhinna navai bhinna gauravam manayanti navai bhinna prasamam rochayanti. See, there are some pessimistic people in the world. Don't think that all are optimistic. It is very hard. That's why Shankaracharya and Saundarya says, Pranantum stotum va katham to immediately. So immediately he turns to talk about the Vidya and Avidya and all that connected to Devi. Therefore, भिन्नाः jatu dhatu means jatu dharmam charanti. Those people who are bhinnas, they are such people who never practice any virtue at all. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಪಾಪವನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದೇ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪುಣ್ಯ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಏನೋ ಇಷ್ಟು ದಿವಸ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಬಂದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ನೀನು, ನಿನಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಲ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. Is it not? You are sometimes when you look at your friend who never turned at you, who never answered you, you just say. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅಂಥವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಭಿನ್ನ. ಓನ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಕೆಲಸ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಎನಿವೇ ಐ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಐ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ದಿಸ್ ಭಿನ್ನತ್ವಂ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಏಕತ್ವಂ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬಹುಳತ್ವಂ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್. ಓಂ ಸ್ವಸ್ತಿ ಸಹನಾವವತು ಸಹನೌ ಭುನಕ್ತು ಸಹ ವೀರ್ಯಂಕರವಾವಹೈ ತೇಜಸ್ವಿನಾವಧೀತಮಸ್ತು ಮಾ ವಿದ್ವಿಷಾವಹೈ.